What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a bunch of 3D resin prints and we are going to be painting a lot of them. So let's just jump right in. So as you can see, I'm using more of a stippling technique to get all this paint on. That way it fills in really far into it by moving bristles and bending bristles and stuff like that. But also gives it more of a texture. It doesn't have that brushed look. So with this one, I'm using a pretty big, very stiff brush to stipple that paint in there. And I'm starting with the biggest color because after this we're just going to be adding color on top. Like, I'm not really worried about getting it on his little hands and stuff like that. Like, I am going to be going back in and covering that up with the greens and other stuff as well. So the stippling gives texture to the cloth as well as it gives texture for the next layer of paint to stick. And since these are acrylic paints, if you get too much, say on his face or something like that, I just take a smaller brush, get some water on it, and I can just wipe that off just like that. Clean that off. Grab a little bit of paper towel to soak up that extra water. And ta-da, got most of that off. Alright, and by the time I get the last one painted, it is ready to put the second coat on the first one. Now that second coat of a base color of the his coat or whatever is done, we're going to let that completely dry before we move on to the next coat. The next coat I'm going to be using a different shade of brown. I'm going to be putting it on with a much smaller brush because I only want to do it to break things up, to make it not look so one color and everything like that. Put it in key spots to make it look like shading, make it look like some dirt's collected up, because we only ever see that character with that single outfit on. So next coat, completely dry, come in, different brown, smaller brush, still using that stipple technique to kind of keep that texture flowing like it's cloth. Now that that's done, I finally get to move on to painting the head. I do the head in a couple of coats of this Apple Barrel Kelly green, just to make sure you get a nice even coat. It's a very good base coat for a Yoda or anything like that. Just make sure you don't ruin all the layers that you put on underneath on the torso. You want to do thin coats, come back, do another coat, that way you don't lose all the detail in the face. Now I'm going to use a very small brush to paint in the eyeballs with some black. Now we're gonna get a very pale green. So it's mixing the off-white with the green that we use for the skin, just to give some detail to the ridges and everything like that. You can use a Q-tip to apply this. After that's done, I'm going to be brightening up just that top of the collar a little bit, having on some off-white just to break it up a little bit and give some separation on it. Now that we are at this stage right here, I don't know if you can see him or not, but the trick to making any kind of animal, figure, character look alive is the eyes have to be wet. They have to be glossy. So my go-to trick is just some cheap clear top coat for nail polish. For something this small, I'm going to use a toothpick to apply it. And then for something bigger, I might just use a brush that's already in it and everything like that. It's fast, it gives the eyes a nice gloss over. And then after that, we're just going to paint the base black and it's done. Once again, thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. Remember, in order to stay informed about my upcoming videos, you need to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you find out next time I upload a video. And there are a couple of links down in the description below. Those just help support the channel and help me keep creating things that I do. So thank you again, and I'll see you on the next one.